Welcome. We're going to talk about our clinical solutions products. I'm Roseanne. Thanks for waiting a couple extra minutes. I am excited, so excited to teach this class, and I want to do a shout out to everyone who's already on. We have Mary Lynn and Chirsa, Sarah, yay! Christina's here, awesome, and so is Alice. Rachel's on, so glad to have you twice today, huh? Hey everyone, I love it. Hello friends, absolutely. Ashley, welcome. Oh, yep. And Ashley's saying hello to you, Ashley's saying hello to you, Sarah. Sherry Son, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, cute picture. I love that. And Christine's on. Welcome. Oh, I love it. So, yay, everyone. And Holly's on. Welcome. So glad you're here, Holly. I love it. Yes, everyone's saying hello to Sarah. You're so popular, Sarah. Let's eliminate wrinkles. Here we go. Karen, awesome. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So we are going to give away today our clinical solutions. It's our facial calming milk, and I'm going to talk about how a really great use of this product. So we'll talk about that. We'll do that giveaway. And we're going to do a little bit of like trivia and kind of teaching you about the best ways of using this. And that's one thing I love about Mary Kay is the education that we get. So Mary Kay Clinical Solutions, this is our newest Dermocosmetics line of skincare and beauty, and they keep adding to it. And so anyway, I am so excited for you guys who are getting the catalog next month. Your beauty consultant is signing up today to make sure you get a catalog. And so if you want to make sure that you're on that list, make sure you text her because we're going to be talking about something even more insane next month. But right now we're talking about our retinol, our products that have high concentration of retinol. So what is dermocosmetics? That was a word I had never really heard about until probably 4 years ago. But it's products found at the intersection of cosmetic beauty and skin health. And it's similar to product formulas you'd find in a dermatologist's office or a med spa. And so it's so fun that we have access to these products without leaving our house. So the trivia question is, what is retinol? So I'd love if you want to type in the chat how you would best describe retinol. So do. Just teasing. You're like, okay, we're gonna hurry and type in so she stopped singing. But and maybe I'll just show the answer. I don't see any types in there, probably chatting away. But retinol is a derivative of vitamin A, and it's considered the gold standard. I know all of you have heard of it. The gold standard skincare ingredient by dermatologists for both preventing and reversing the visible signs of aging. And it's a topical application. And when you do that over time, that can help improve the skin structural integrity. I love Rachel's like, I have no idea. Yes, and Ashley, a super chemical that helps with wrinkles. That's perfect. It's like the superhero wrinkle ingredient, the goodbye wrinkles. Yep. If you can play piano, it means you can sing. Yep. Not really, but yes, thank you. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm better in a choir. We'll put it that way. So, this like retinol is one of the most effective retinoids that you can use without a doctor's prescription. And it's always generally applied at nighttime. There's a couple exceptions with our deep wrinkle filler, but yes. And Sherry says retinol is a product to help your skin's elasticity. Perfect. Yes. You guys are so amazing. Oh, Desiree's on again. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. It's fun having you on last night. So yes. And Holly says, I was thinking it helps with wrinkles. Yep. 100%. Okay. So Mary Kay is the only company, as far as I know, and the only product line that has created a retinization process to get because retinol, when you've never been exposed to it, sometimes your skin can need a little adjustment, right? And getting used to it. And so this 8-week retinization process that Mary Kay scientists developed help brand new first-time users of pure retinol get used to it. And it's an 8-week gradual process to help the skin's tolerance to retinol and minimize any discomfort. And this is why you want to use this Calming Restore facial milk, which I am giving away today. So this is part of the 8-week retinization process. It's always great to take before and after pictures because and make sure you always have the same lighting, like good lighting, and make sure it's consistent each time you take pictures. That way you can track your progress and see if you see improvement after 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Most of our products, you will see an improvement after 2 months and sometimes even less. Like I've seen improvement after 3 weeks of using some products too. So this is an amazing tracker that comes with the box. And I'm going to just show this here too. So this is what the box comes in, our pure retinol. And let us know in the chat if you have this. I know I have customers using this line. And it comes with this really cool pamphlet about it. So you have all the instructions and you have this little tracker to keep track of what week you're on. And then it comes with the retinol 0.5, and then it comes with a facial calming milk. And so I'm going to go through the retinization process to show you how it works. So week 1 and 2, you're only going to use this product once a week. And I used it on Sunday. That way I could kind of just keep track. Sunday was my day. Then you want to, at the same time, you're going to squirt the retinol and the facial calming milk into your hand at the same time. So you're kind of like diluting the retinol. And you're going to apply that all over your face. The first week I did a tiny little bit on my neck to kind of test it in a small area there to see how it would do, if it would be irritated or not. But after that, it was totally great. So the next week I used it all over my neck because that's an area that ages sooner than our face. After you apply the retinol, you want to wait 5 minutes. So like you wash your face first. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So wash your face first. Then you're going to wait 5 minutes before applying the retinol. And that way your skin can kind of like have the natural oils come back to the surface, and then you can put that on. What I would do is I would use that time to brush my teeth or floss, so that's something that you can still be productive and not just sit around doing nothing. And with the, anyway, so that was my routine when I first was using the retinization process in the first 8 weeks. So the second week, you do the exact same thing. The third week and the fourth, you're going to do each of them separately. So you're going to put on your retinol, and you're still just doing it one time a week. And then right after, you're going to apply the calming milk. And then week 5 and 6, you're going to use them twice a week and separate, just like you did on week 3. So you wash your face, you wait 5 minutes, you put on the retinol, and then you do the calming milk. And week 7 and 8, you can up it to 3 to 5 times per week and do them separately. So one on top of the other. Now, this is not a skincare line for everyone. And well, first of all, this is not a skincare line. This is a supplement. And I want to share, so if you're not doing a skincare routine where you're not using a skincare set, I would not consider this. I would, the bare bones, the most important part is your skincare line. And everyone on here would probably be in different categories, from repair to the acne line to our Mary Kay skincare line. And so I think of it like a Christmas tree. Like the most important part of the tree, if you're thinking of the ornaments or the tree, it's the tree, right? That is your skincare line. So these are supplements that if you're already using, let's say, Time Wise Repair, and you want just to like give your skincare a boost and even like reverse the signs of aging more and be more proactive on that, then this would be a product for you. And I'm going to talk about 4 other boosters too that are, so this, to me, I am very, serious about my skincare routine. I take it very seriously and I'm very dedicated to it. This was a little bit for me to remember all these things, but thank goodness they have a tracker. And this kind of was the part that really made it like I had to really think. And it was hard for me the first 8 weeks. I'm just going to be honest, because During the first 8 weeks when you're getting used to this retinol, you are not allowed to use exfoliators like microdermabrasion or a facial pill, or natural powder, like our Mary Kay skincare line, the Vigorate exfoliating scrub, if I can think of the right word. So that was really hard for me not to use those for 8 weeks because I'm in love with microdermabrasion. I've used it for 15 years, almost 15 years in December. I love our facial pill. I've been using that since it came out in 2016. So I just had to put those on the side and not use them while I was getting my skin used to the retinol. You're also not supposed to, but I was a little bit of a rebel. You're not supposed to use like the Skin Vigorate brush, any high frequency brush, but I still did because I feel like I break out if I don't get a really good deep clean of my skin. So I kept using that and I had no issues. You're also not in that first 8 weeks, not supposed to use anything with high concentration of vitamin C. And that was hard because I love my vitamin C. But once the 8 weeks are done, you can bring it back. And then this is not a product line. If you are using our Clear Proof skincare line, this does not go well with salicylic acid. So if you are using Clear Proof, you're not going to be using the retinol product. If you get your skin cleared up and then you want to introduce that, you can, but yeah, not while you're using Clear Proof. And then hydrogel eye patches, I think I might have still used those. I can't remember, but I can't live without those either. But anyway, so that was just, and this is Mary Kay just being extra cautious about making sure you minimize any discomfort. Then this is a really helpful page I put together because I was like, I feel like I have a million things to memorize with this retinol. So waiting 5 minutes after washing, wearing sunscreen because your skin's going to be more exposed to the sun with the retinol, only doing one pump. Now I did one pump on my face and I did one pump on my neck because I felt one pump was not covering both my face and my neck. So avoiding getting too close to your eyes. I know you're like, whoo, let's put this on the eye area, but no. We have our eye creams that are made specifically and safe and gentle enough for the eye area. This retinol is best for like the forehead, the rest of the face, just not the eye area. And I love it on my neck. Avoid using exfoliators, vitamin C, etc. That's just for the first 8 weeks. Set an alarm. That way you can make sure that you don't miss if you're using it once a week to get used to it, and then twice a week that you have things to remind yourself. And results take time, so to be patient. Scale back if there's any discomfort. And so that's really interesting because if you try it the first week and it works totally good, the second week's totally good, and then week 3, when you introduce them separately, let's say your skin has some irritation, then you scale back and you go back and do week 2 again, where you're using them at the same time, mixing the calming milk with the retinol. You want to remember to discontinue 1 week before any medical procedures requiring like general anesthesia, laser hair removal, chemical pill. So if you have an appointment for that, make sure the week prior you're not using this. And then, like 7 days leading up to that, you're not using that. And also discontinued 3 days prior to facial waxing. So just little extra things to you have to think about. And then nighttime only, and just stay in those general areas. I also did it on my neck. I guess I'm a bit of a rebel, but here's some before and after pictures of our retinol. You'll see on the left side, I love the evenness of her complexion, fantastic. In the middle is my good friend Carrie, and you can see in her forehead and even on the side of her face, the improvement there. And that was just after the 8-week retinization process. So that's with her just kind of slowly introducing it too. And then my good friend Pam is on the right, and her neck just makes me so happy. It's so fun to see her before and after. She's like, I couldn't do my picture without makeup. I needed my makeup on, which I'm like, whatever you're comfortable with. So that's some of the before and after pictures. So yes, I love this. Sunscreen. Say that 4 times fast. My goodness. Desiree said, do you use them at night or can use it in day and night? I love learning about. Yeah. So with this specific product, this is just a supplement that would be used at night. And once you're past the retinization process, you can use it 3 to 5 times per week. I just kind of keep track of that. I don't use it on the same nights that I do my my facial pill, my retinol, or not my retinol, my facial pill, eye patches. So I do those on separate nights. So having a routine is important so that you know what you're using and all that. So, okay. Then we're going to talk about our boosters. And these bring me so much joy. So let me pull it up so they're both on here. Here we go. Okay, so we have 4 boosters. One of my boosters is, I cannot find it, but it's in my bathroom somewhere. Like in my I have a basket that I keep my skincare in. Okay, so we are going to talk about, first of all, let's talk about our brightener booster. I've been using this a lot lately and I love this. So this one is orange. One thing I kind of don't like about it is when I'm putting on my skincare, my glasses are off, right? And I can't see, and I can't really even tell like the different colors too well. So what I have done is I have painted some of them with nail polish on the top so that I know like to grab that one or whatever. So, but the first one I do is the brightener booster. And this has ferulic and niacinamide, which those are ingredients that help brightening the skin. There's also navy bean extract in it. And I can't even see this because it's so tiny. But this is great if you have any skin tone discoloration, maybe due from the sun or any hyperpigmentation. And niacinamide is a derivative of vitamin B3, which helps to brighten the skin. And anyway, all these boosters are sold. You can get them individually. They're $38. Mary Kay says to just pick 2. Pick like the 2 biggest issues that you have. You don't need to use all 4 at the same time. I actually did at the very beginning, and then I learned they said just pick 2. Like less is more. So that is that these last me about 3 weeks, and they say 6 to 8 drops. I use about half of that, so 3 to 4. And I really focus on the areas where I've kind of noticed a little discoloration, and all on my neck too, just because like just put it all over there. But yeah, so that's great. I use that morning and night in the last 3 weeks. Then the other booster that goes well with any of them is the blue one, the hydration booster. I zoomed it way in for myself. I don't know if it's doing that for you guys. Probably not. But anyway, I'm like way zoomed in so I can read these things. So this one plays nice with all of them. And this would be the second booster. So I always want to use the dark spot, whatever my good friend Ashley Payne talked about this last night on the hydration happy hour, or maybe I asked her after, actually, or after when we stopped the live. But I'm like, what order? And she's like, whatever is most important to you. So if the most important to you is that dark spot reducer, you put that on first. You let your skin absorb it, and then you can add your next booster, whatever. So, and just like a booster, you guys have heard me explain this, but if you have a kid and they sit in a booster when you're driving, you put the booster in the car very first. You don't put the kid in the car, and then there's going to be, running around trying to, you have to get them in, but you put the booster in first, then you put the kid and you buckle them up. So these boosters are the first product you would use after a cleanser. So you wash your face first, and then you would use a booster. And so I love the hydration booster. It has hyaluronic acid in it. I have very, very dry skin, and then I live in Utah. It's a desert here. I absolutely love this. I've been using this now for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January, and my skin's nice and hydrated all the time. So I use this morning and night, and that's the second booster that I use. Okay, so those are the 2 I'm currently using. I have tried the other ones as well. There's our skin renewal one, the one that's green. It has PHA and AHA in it, a resurfacer. And this is kind of weird, but it's kind of like an exfoliator, but it's not like, doesn't feel rough, and it's not like our facial pill that you leave it on and then you rinse it off. So this helps like the skin to kind of wake up the baby's skin cells, remind them, hey, let's wake up. We can still be young again. And it has glycerin in it, which is a really moisturizing ingredient as well. And that one's something that you could use 3 to 5 times a week, kind of like it's an alternative to retinol, really. If you're like, I don't think I could keep track of like the 8-week process and all that. I'm more of a simple girl. This would be something that you might enjoy because you don't have a retinization process to it. You can just start using it 3 to 5 times a week. And maybe you could do it like Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something. So that's how you would use that one. And then the other booster, which I absolutely love as well. And once I get my skin where I feel like there's no dark spots, I'm going to go back to using this, is our vitamin C plus resveratrol. And resveratrol is the most powerful known antioxidant that can be applied topically to our skin. And vitamin C is an anti-aging vitamin. And so that helps to reverse those signs of aging. So vitamin C, think of it like your glass of orange juice. You would only drink orange juice usually in the morning. So this is a morning only, even though it says morning and night on here. Our dermatologists, when we talked to them at our seminar, or might have been leadership a couple years ago, they're like, just do it in the morning. This is your orange juice. And that also works really well, because if you're using your retinol product at night that we just talked about, you don't want to use them at the same time. So use this in the morning, your glass of orange juice, your vitamin C, and then use the retinol at night. So that's why, because on the instruction it says morning and night. So that's what I was doing. And I used it for like a year or so, I think, before I heard that. And so it doesn't really like hurt your skin, but your skin just doesn't need it twice. So just use it in the morning and it will last longer. So I love that one so much. And a little bit goes a long way, and make sure your skin absorbs it. Okay, so that's the boosters. You pick 2 and kind of just think about what's my issues. Am I having issues with wrinkles, with dark spots, with hydration? And I feel like anytime you hydrate your face, you're going to be helping, with the wrinkles anyway, and kind of reversing them too. So that is everything on there. So, and I do have one other page on this that kind of just goes into a little more detail, but it just pretty much shows, let me zoom in so I can read a little better, and how to layer the boosters, which I already talked about. So, yep. Okay. So before we do the referral part, I want to, let me click a bunch of things. Yay. So I want to read the comments here. So Sherry says, with everything that I've had on my plate, I've been a little lax in my skincare routine. Sad to say, I think we've all been there at some point, right? I have resolved to start again. Yes. I hope that we can reverse any damage caused by me being lax. Yep. I know that is, just give yourself grace and realize, and finding something you're already really great at, like habit stacking. So finding something that, I always brush my teeth before I go to bed, and making sure maybe you just wash your face first before you brush your teeth. Or if there's a book you like to read before bed, or a show you like to watch, just say, oh, before I can read this, or before I can watch this, I need to wash my face. Because, if I read a book before bed, I tend to it just helps me relax, and then I go to sleep. So I got to make sure I wash my face first. So, yeah. And let me read this one. My skin will definitely benefit by the new resolve. Yes. And start now. A lot of people are going to start the New Year's resolutions in about, 2.5 months. Start now. That way, when January comes, you're already way ahead of the game. Right. And you're already in great habits. So, because we have probably 80 more days of the year left or so. About that. Anyway, yeah. So get a head start now. Yeah, I love my skincare. So I'm kind of excited for my girls. I mean, they're not like my oldest girl just turned 8. So she's about 4 ways away from using skincare, and that's my 5-year-old who just walked in. But yeah, I'm excited she's already sneaking into my skincare stuff. She's grabbing scissors and stuff. Okay. But, yes, Alice, absolutely. So the boosters go on, you wash your face, you use the boosters, you let them soak into the skin, and then you moisturize after, and use your whether it's nighttime or morning, use your appropriate moisturizer with sunscreen in the day, and then whatever night moisturizer you use of whatever line. So yeah, that's an amazing question, Alice. So, okay. So now we're going to add, gosh, I think I'd remember how to do all this. Okay, I'm trying to share my screen. Here we go. Share screen. You can get distracted from the kids. So now we're going to spin the wheel and find out what your gift of purchase is. And so whether you want to order something that I just talked about, or maybe you're like, hey, I'm out of a mascara, or I need some, a moisturizer like Alice was talking about. The gift of purchase today is a mini mascara. Oh my gosh, I love this. So text your consultant and let her know, remind her, if you're ordering that, hey, remember I get a mini mascara because I watched this class. So I'm just going to write that down so I remember. Okay, so as we wrap up, I am going to, okay, so hopefully that made sense, everything I talked about. It's, oh, and I wanted to kind of tell how long the retinol 0.5, you can tell mine's well used. This one lasted me 9 months. So I love the value in that, 9 months. And you get the set here for $120. And this is my used one, so you can tell they're very, very loved. But this is the box. So this is for $120. One thing you can consider is once you've got used to the products and you're using it consistently, and maybe you're out of your box, if you want the calming milk, you might not need that anymore. And you can order separately just the retinol. So that's nice. If you feel like, I don't feel like I need the calming milk, my skin's adjusted to it really great, then you can just use the retinol. And that's a really nice option. Each booster is 38, and they just recommend 2 at a time so that you're not doing too much for your skin. So with this, not overwhelming your skin, I guess. Now we're going to play a referral game. This is really fun for you to think about a friend you'd love to refer to a free treatment. They can live anywhere in the United States, and you would just privately message these to your beauty consultant. When you fill out the whole thing, you're going to get half off a makeup item of your choice. So that can be half off a mascara or a lip gloss or a brow tint, or brow liners. And so I'm loving all the different, oh, thank you so much. I'm glad, it makes sense for very interesting. Yes, I know, lots of information, but there, as beauty consultants, we get all this free education from Mary Kay. So I know we have some beauty consultants on right now watching, and you can go to In Touch Education. And I think they renamed it, but I think it's called MK Confident. And you can learn and dive deep at your own pace into all of our different skincare lines, all of our different supplements. So and if you can't find that, reach out to me and I can help you find it but that's great. That's a resource for beauty consultants that's free and at your own pace. So now I'm going to play some music and let you go through your phone and think about who you'd love to refer to a free treatment. I was a referral, and I'm so, so grateful that my sweet friend Alyssa referred me to a facial over 15 years ago. And I'm so grateful that Sherilyn reached out to me and I ended up joining, but I really needed some self-care at that time. We were struggling with infertility and I needed some positivity in my life. And so this has turned into way more than I ever imagined that it could be. And I'm just so grateful that she wrote me down as a referral. So I'm going to play some music, give you guys a chance to think about who you'd like to refer. This helps me give me time to put all your names, and there's so many people watching, put your names on our wheel because we're going to spin and give away our facial calming milk. So here's some music for you. Text these privately to your beauty consultant. And we do ask that they're over 21 unless married, which happens too. Okay, give you a couple minutes here. Okay, I hope that gave you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer. You can send that to your beauty consultant. I think I have everyone's name on the wheel of names, so I want to make sure. I'm going to pull it up here. I'm going to put it in alphabetical order so that you guys can see. But I have Alice, Amy, Desiree, Holly, Karen, and Kay. Kay, let us know your last name or who invited you. Mary Lynn, Rachel, Sherry, and Tirsa. So if you don't see your name, hurry and type or hurry and text me. In fact, I should go check my text messages right now and make sure. Oh, and I know June Matthews is watching as well. So beauty consultants I don't enter them to the drawing because we already get our 50% off. So it's for the guests. But June, awesome. I'm so glad you're watching. We have a bunch of consultants on watching. We have Sarah and we have Christine is on. And I probably shouldn't be naming these because I'm going to miss some. Oh, and we have Christina who's on as well. Christine and Christina. And I don't know if the K is Tammy K. Is that you, Tammy? Or anyway, have to let me know if that's Tammy K or if that's a different K. So, okay. So hopefully you can see the wheel and see that you're on there. And if you're not, you have some time to type in the chat because I'm going to wrap up and show our deals that we have going on. So on this sheet, we have the top row, which is the skincare. And if you're not using a skincare routine, I would probably erase everything you learned tonight. It's not really relevant. And you want to focus on finding a skincare line that's appropriate and correct for your skin. Our time-release repairs are most advanced anti-aging. They recommend over 40, but I even say if you're over 30, as long as you're, not pregnant, you don't want to be using retinol when you're pregnant, or even if you want to be extra careful, not when you're nursing. And so I like that thought popped into my mind and then I forgot as I was teaching about the retinol. But and the Time-Wise Repair has retinol. It's a less concentrated amount of retinol, but it is in our night. So it's more encapsulated. And I love it, but it's not good when you're pregnant. So if you're pregnant, maybe consider using or planning on maybe consider using the Miracle Set. That's an anti-aging line, but with no retinol. We have a 100% natural line. We have, oh, cool. And Debbie's in here too. That's right. I knew I was forgetting. I saw Debbie's comment too. Thank you, Sarah. Our Clear Proof is our acne line. And then we have our Mary Kay set, which is a really great entry-level skincare line for girls in their teens who are just getting introduced, right? It's really great for sensitive skin. And it's brand new. It came out in May. Right below that is our supplements. And we talked about the Clinical Solutions, the retinol and the calming milk. That's $120 as a set, or you can get them individually pretty much once your skin's used to it and you don't need the facial calming milk, then you can get it individually. I think it is, probably should hurry and look in my catalog before I just tell you prices. It's $78 just for the retinol by itself, and $50 for the calming milk. So you get a bit of a savings when you combine them. And then we talked about the boosters. And so these boosters, you can get 2 of them for $76. You get to pick which 2, whether it's the hydrator and the line reducer, or the hydrator and the brightener, or the hydrator and the resurfacer. I would use the hydrator as one of them for sure. I'm almost done with this. Do you want to hang out with me? Want to hang out with me? What can I do? Sorry. I've got my 5-year-old right here. Do you want to say hi to everyone? No. Okay. No, I guess not. Okay. Yes, boosters. Okay. And that's all we really talked about today. You can kind of read the other parts and we can send a picture of this to you as well. Oh, it's Kaylee. Oh, Kaylee. Yes. I'm like, who's Kay? Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yes. And yeah, Kaylee just did my nails yesterday. I love my nail girl. She's fantastic. So, oh my gosh. Okay. That's yay. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay. And then we have our specials, the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac, that if you're getting multiple sets. And the Clinical Solutions with the retinol and the facial calming milk, that counts as 2 sets already. And then if you pick 2 more, like the boosters, and then if you want to like the eye patches and all that. then that would be your 4 sets. And then you just pay $199 and you get our travel roll-up bag as a gift. And then as we wrap up, this class takes a little longer because of like all the details that go into this, but we'll wrap it up quick and do our drawing. This is our insane deal that we have going on right now. Mary Kay announced on October 1st that it's only $10. My little Josie could probably afford to join if she was old enough. And I'm sure she will on the day she turns 18, just like Madison Bigham, who did, who's Desiree's consultant, just like waited till, I think she joined at like 12:01, like waited until she was the very, the soonest she could. So it's $10 to join. You get a catalog, samples, and you have the ability to process debit and credit cards, and you get a website. It kind of blows my mind. In fact, I just was talking to Jill. She just joined last week, and we were doing her orientation, and she's like, and I got this amazing box from Mary Kay. And I'm like, I think it probably costs them more than $10 to send that to you. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, and same with Michelle, if she's going to be watching this. Yeah, they're both like, this definitely costs more than, anyway, but we're not going to complain. Thank you, Mary Kay. The eStart, there's add-ons that you can do. They're optional. There's a $45 gives you samples. There's a $90 that gives you full size. You can either do it all at once, or you can think about it for the first 15 days. So that's that. The main 2 reasons I see women join, I should have said this at the very beginning, because Mary Kay is not for everyone. And if everyone joined, we wouldn't have a company, because we really focus on having customers, helping them with their skincare, and providing better customer service than any other company out there. And so we either see women join because they want to make some money. They're looking for a side hustle. That's why I joined. I didn't know it'd become my main hustle, but it was just a small side hustle when I first joined. Or we see women join to save money. We get 50% off on our products. And I figure I'm going to be washing my face the rest of my life. Might as well get 50% off, and off the best products. In fact, our sweet Ashley Payne, she's got an esthetician actually. And when she was 19, she joined Mary Kay, loved the products, but then she's like, I'm going to become an esthetician, and then I'm probably not going to use Mary Kay anymore. But little did she know, everything she learned in esthetician school, she fell more in love with Mary Kay and was like, these are the best products. And so anyway, so I love that. To save money or make money, and both at the same time is the best, right? And the last thing, when we do order, our minimum order is $225, and you only have to do that once a year. And they say the average household spends about $1,000 a year between their, all their self-care stuff and their skincare and their makeup and their body care and their shower gels and their lotions. And so at that, about $1,000, the average household spends. And then our active order is a $225. So we get a hand select $450 retail and only pay half of that. So I love the savings that can provide. Then my favorite part of it too was I wanted it to work as a side hustle, but I wasn't really sure if I would like it because I'm very introverted and I didn't know much about makeup. So I really love knowing that there was a safety net, a 90% buyback guarantee that Mary Kay offers brand new beauty consultants for their first year. And to me, that was so comforting to know if I could try it, but if I didn't like it, I could send back any unused products to Mary Kay and they would buy it back at 90%. So that's the 3 have to. So sorry, this went about 5 minutes longer than normal. I tried to get through all those things as quick as possible. We need to do our will. And I have everyone on here. I didn't see any new comments, and I'm just jumping back into the Facebook group and checking my text messages. Yes. And I just saw Kaylee text me too. Thanks. Yay. It was so good seeing you yesterday. Oh, and now I've lost you guys. Okay, here we are. We got the will on. There's like so many different tabs. Okay. I hope this gives you hope. You don't have to be perfect with technology. I've learned a bunch since the pandemic. So, and let's see who our winner is. And it looks like Alice. Yay, Alice. Woohoo. Confetti going. Alice, I'm going to be sending you this facial calming milk. And this is great. You can just use it also on your own as like a serum. You wash your face first and put this on, especially if you have any days where your skin is irritated. And Alice, I believe you live in Florida. Let us know how you are doing. I don't know what part of Florida you live and if you were affected. But yeah, I I think that's where you live. I know you're Christina's sister-in-law or sister. So anyway, so congratulations. I will get this directly sent to you. I'll reach out to Christine and get your address and send that to you. So yay. She says, yay. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for being on here. We appreciate you. Next week. What is next week's class? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I think that's our repair and renew. So it's our Time-Wise Repair skincare line, going into the details of that, and also our deep wrinkle filler. I'm so glad you guys are okay. Oh my gosh, what a crazy hurricane and hurricanes. So I'm glad you're doing okay. So I'm glad that you're on it, and congrats on being the winner. So very deserving. So have a fantastic rest of your night. We love you guys. Yeah, we'll do repair next week. And then the next week's after that's Halloween. So we're not going to do a class that night. So go have fun with your family. So talk to you later. We'll see you. Bye. Helps if I turn the end stream.